If you run the shadows of the Sixth World, sooner or later you're going to get shot at. When that time comes, you'd be wise to engage in the time-honored tradition of putting something between you and that incoming fire. When you do, you'll want to know the rules for taking cover. Just standing next to a wall isn't going to protect you as well as you might think. In order to gain the benefits of taking cover, spend a simple action to use the Take Cover action on page 166 of the SR5 Core Rulebook. Depending on what kind of cover is available and whether or not you want to do anything else besides take cover, you have up to 3 options. Partial cover provides a +2 bonus to your defense pool. Good cover provides a +4 bonus to your defense pool, or full cover, which should conceal your entire body. Partial cover could be light materials such as particle board, or sparse heavier materials such as broken chunks of concrete and debris. It provides a +2 to your dice pool for defense tests. Unless you have some other important reason to be there, avoid partial cover in favor of good cover whenever possible. Good cover means anything your character can feel reasonably safer behind, such as walls, vehicles, concrete pylons, and most doorways. Good cover provides a +4 to your dice pool for defense tests and gives you the maximum defense bonus while still keeping you in the fight. Anything behind which you could reasonably conceal your entire body is a good candidate for full cover. If you take full cover, you are taking pains to keep completely out of the line of fire. Unless your enemies have a good idea where to shoot, they won't be able to attack you at all. At worst, they'll have to use blind fire with a -6 die penalty to attack, unless they can get around your cover somehow. The major drawback to full cover is that you can't be physically involved in the fight until you get back out of cover. In many cases, taking full cover will also require you to go prone, which takes a free action. Grazing hits work a bit differently if you're in cover. If a defender in cover ties their attacker on a defense test, then the attack might actually hit the target through the barrier instead of just scoring a grazing hit like in normal ranged combat. If the attack's base damage is enough to penetrate the barrier, see my video on that subject by clicking on the card on the screen, then the target takes the reduced damage. If not, the attack is actually stopped by the cover. It's also worth noting that if your enemy can maneuver to a position or toss grenades behind your cover, it isn't going to help you one bit. So don't get too comfy. Hey, don't go anywhere. I want to tell you about how you can help me research, write, and design the GM Screen episodes with me live. I've added a new level to the Patreon, and at that level, people will actually get the opportunity to join me in a live stream on a 2-month cycle. I'm going to be writing GM Screen episodes with the assistance of patrons. And not just patrons will get to view this process. Every time we do this, I'm going to be live streaming it. And you guys, anybody will get to be able to see how the whole process of researching, writing, and even drawing, a live draw, the episodes that go up on there. The editing will be done behind the screens, but you guys can get the chance to actually join me and help me write them. You help me pick the topics. All patrons get to vote and help me pick the topics. And then everyone gets to watch as some patrons get to join me in giving me their feedback, helping me write the words, helping me decide on what images get drawn, and being present as I draw them. And you guys can all watch the process happen. So head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/complexaction, and find out the details there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks. Bye.